if you have a lift in your shop, then you definitely need one of these. Well, check that. You definitely need probably a couple of these, and maybe even in different variations, but just depends on what you're doing and how much volume you're doing and so forth. This is from Sunex Tools. And what this is their model number 6813, and it's their 3/4 ton or 1,500 pound under hoist jack. So this is made not to support the whole vehicle. That's not what it's made for, but it's actually there to support components. So whether that be the tail end of a transmission, whether that be suspension, while maybe you're putting some preload on to take the shocks off, struts off, things like that. Even brake jobs where you may be, undoing some suspension while you're doing that, you can actually put some load on or take some load off with these jacks while it's up on the lift. So pretty simple installation process. This is going to come off, protective sleeve, and then we're going to thread into there. Make sure you don't get that cross threading. Should thread in very easily. Never-ending threads. And by the way, that base looks to be a foot wide, a foot diameter on that circular base there. So just on this bottom base, we get a 52-inch base, to which we're going to add this. Pull our pin and be able to change that height very easily. Looks like this. Goes over there. Then we can put our ring right there, and our pin can stay attached to the bottom of our hoist. And now we can go as low, so on the saddle now, we're at 57 inches to the bottom of the saddle. Now we can adjust right here. So that's the most amount of adjustment there, so we can add. So now we're up to 60 inches. So from about 56.5 inches up to 60 inches. So we're adding about 3.5 inches with the threads here. They're very easily spun. So it looks like Acme threading. And we do have a thrust bearing there that's going to make that even under load easy to spin. So we're going to do the majority of our adjustment right here from the pin. So if we need a lot of adjustment, we can go here, pull our pin, and go up, and it looks like so on our highest adjustment with it threaded out, you're looking at 78 inches of support. So from 56.5 all the way up to 78 inches. And be able to quickly change that by either threading this or by changing the pin location. I'm sure this is pretty much going to be rinse and repeat if everything's in our box. It's like the shipping. No base at all in here. So it looks like UPS or FedEx totally lost the base to our underhoist stand. So who's surprised about that? Yeah, so otherwise we would install this one or set this one up as well, but highly recommend an underhoist stand whenever you have a car in the air, and especially when you're working on certain components. It's going to make life a lot easier, also going to make it safer as well. I think these run $140-something on Amazon. You may be able to get it at a different price at one of your tool distributors, but I did notice on Amazon. And we'll have a link in the description if you're interested. Again, 1,500 pounds or 3/4 ton, model number 6813. They also have shorter versions as well. If you have like quick jacks or something like that and need a little shorter version, or maybe you're just working on brakes and kind of have it at wheel level or have the wheels kind of at chest level, then they do have some shorter versions of this as well. And they have more of their triangular, heavier duty 2-ton versions of it also. So check it out from SunX Tools. Hey, be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and even TikTok. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And by all means, if you hated our video, well, then give us a thumbs down. But let us know in the comments why. Have a great day. Keep smiling. Hey, if you have an idea where you would use these in the shop, let us know.